Booksmart is directed by Olivia Wilde and it stars Kaitlyn and Beanie Feldstein. It's set on the eve of high school graduation as two academic superstars and best friends realize that they should have worked less and play more. And so these two best friends try to cram the most fun they could have possibly have had in the past 4 years before high school officially ends. And this film has been on the mouth of the world, being talked and praised by everybody ever since its debut at South by Southwest. And I watched the trailer when it came out around that time, and I was not impressed. And last night I watched it, and this film is phenomenal. It's a celebration of friendship, but also a celebration of youth. It's a coming-of-age movie. It's so many things that go together so well. Let me start by congratulating Olivia Wilde because she directs the shit out of this film. She directs the crap out of the story. She directs the crap out of her actors, the performances all around, from the most minimal character to the main stars, is unbelievable. Everyone is so frigging good in this film. Let's talk about the friendship that is at the center of this film. It's one of those movie friendships that kind of makes you want to have a friend like that. And thankfully, I realize I have friends like that. It's the type of movie that you kind of start to look at your life, the fun you've had, or you could have had, your years in high school, how bad or good they were. It's that special film that makes you look at these characters and relate them to that very special and rare level that not all movies can get to that point, but this one just nailed every single part of it. The good, the bad, the harsh times that you go through during your youth, and the good times, because these girls would literally die for each other if need be. And it is funny. This film is freaking hilarious from beginning to end. There are so many scenes I could point out and tell you. There's a scene with them and a pizza guy. There's a scene with them being taken to a party in a lift. There's this scene where they get to a boat and are at a first party on a night they're searching for one specific party. There are literally so many scenes that crack you up, but at the same time they hit this emotional core that is relatable and recognizable, and it's raw in its purest form. Every emotion that this film gets to and earns is as raw as it can be. And honestly, it's one of those films that I have no idea how they made it look like it does, how they got these locations that they did get, because from the high school to the yacht that they go into to this fantastic house that I wish I could live into near the end of the film. This film, I don't know what the budget was, but I'm sure it wasn't expensive. But it looks phenomenal. The cinematography is just stunning all the way through. I believe the name of the cinematographer is Jason McCormick, and forgive me for being wrong, I will correct it right here if I'm wrong. It looks beautiful. There's a dance sequence that looks amazing. There's this one-shot take after a really key point in the film that just doesn't stop, and I didn't want it to stop. I didn't want to let go in that very, very emotional moment. This film brings the tears, it brings the laughs, it brings that stomachache from laughing so much and from feeling sick, kind of, for our characters. There are cringe moments, but I mean cringe in the best way possible. The characters are feeling that cringe. You are feeling that cringe for the characters. And it's fast. It's a fast-moving film for sure, but it has the exact kind of perfect pacing that you want a film to have. And some of the sequences in this film, I gotta say, they are simply amazing. There are things in this film that I never seen done in this context before. There's this one scene, I'll vaguely describe it, where two characters take drugs accidentally and then they start to trip out. And the way they trip out is a very imaginative sequence and so creative, but at the same time, I've kind of been in that place before. You know what I mean? You relate to that experience of not knowing what is going on and having kind of all your fears come up at the same time in your head, and you start to freak out because time is running out. There's peer pressure in your life and you feel so frustrated about what you could have once done. I always say, regret the things you do, not the things you don't do. And this film captured that the essence of that saying so well. I cannot sing the praises of Booksmart enough. It's brilliant, it's phenomenal, it's clever, it's emotional, and it's real. That's the best compliment I could give a movie like this. It's real. If I have one issue with this film, is that transitions go into song and they kind of started to feel the same after a while. That's really my only issue with the film, because even the transitions themselves, the editing is out of the park. Seriously, if anyone related to this film watches this video, congratulations, because everyone related to this film should go to places. I'm giving Booksmart an A. Guys, what did you think of Booksmart? If you have seen it, if you have not seen it, please do yourselves a favor. If you love film, if you love indie film, if you love supporting anybody in their directorial debut, do support this film. Go see it as fast as you can. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. I'll have a review for Ma coming up later. And so until then, stay beautiful and stay geeky. And if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and click the bell so it can be geeky united.